In this video, we are going to see a lot of fish, but let me start off with this. I have been in Milwaukee for 3 months now, and while I've certainly been fishing periodically, my targeted fish was a bit different than the norm. I spent the month of April chasing after the Midwestern steelhead. Bred in the Root River steelhead fishery, this fish was a weary one. So not only was I out of my depth, having only fished for trout twice in my history, I was in an unknown land, fishing with a little practice method, targeting a challenging fish. But finally, through many trials and error, the day after Earth Day, not 100 yards away from where we found 3 dirty syringes the day prior, I finally got my hands on my first Wisconsin steelhead. Certainly not the biggest, and definitely not the cleanest river I'd ever fished at, but I was happy with my catch. After this small feat, I spent a few days in Ohio on Lake Erie, chasing after walleye with Sam Lundgren from Meat Eater, which is a show I'm sure at least a few of you have heard about. And between the two of us, we caught well over our limit each day with the legendary Lake Erie fishing guide Ross Robertson, the biggest of which was well over 10 pounds. But if you want to see more of that short video, I have one out. I'll leave a link to it in the description, or click the tag above. Following all of these adventures, I set my eyes on finding the common carp here in Milwaukee. Having seen pictures of carp caught on the shores of Lake Michigan, we spent one day out waiting for bites, which never came, but based on what we did see, I can definitely say that I will be back out there soon.
He's got a lure in him running.
Talking with a few locals about the area, I set my sights on the Milwaukee River, and besides being an atrocious, snaggy mess, as you'll see, I was not disappointed.
Oh, there we go. Now this one feels heavier than the last one. And if you learn anything from the last one, it was that there are so many snags around here. It's not really worth letting them play too much. Now it's going under. He's wrapped around it too. That's pretty good, man. Get in the net there. There we go. Nice. Let's figure out what's going on with the other one. Since I'm relaxed. No, it's not. Actually coiled around the other one. Oh man. Man, I really thought that other one got twisted around this one. But no, it's another fish. Oh, don't you tell me you got me snagged, bro. There are so many snags in this river. Come on, dude, work your way out. Best thing we can do at this point is just let it sort itself out and hope that it can get out of there. Not a bad first fish. I don't know how big this fish is, and we might get interrupted if this one works his way out, but a nice first fish in Milwaukee. Look at that guy. Is that not a cool fish or what? Got some great size to him. And look at the meaty tail. Meaty tail. Let's get a weight on him real quick and then we'll get him back in the water. Okay, let's see what we got. Looking at 12.5 pounds. I'm not sure if the polarized lens will cut that out, but 12.5 pounds on this guy. Nice. Get him back in and figure out what that other rod's doing right now. All right, bud. He takes off. So cool. Let's get some more. Little pop-up boilie. So they're jumping, man. The money spot. The money spot. Well, how's it going, everyone? This is a new thing. I've been trying to put out a video for a while now, but we just moved to Milwaukee a couple months ago, and I've just been getting a feel for everything around here and figuring out good spots, so it's pretty nice. We're at a nice little river today, the Milwaukee River actually, and definitely been seeing carp jump, so we're gonna see if we can get a carp today, see if the tactics of catching carp in Kansas carry over to Wisconsin. I'm sure they do. Stay over here. Fat belly. Pop-up boilie working well. But look at the belly on that guy. That is just crazy. I mean, that is a proper chunk. Let's get a quick weight on him and then we'll put him back in the water. All right, now I didn't tear it this time. Generally, the bag weighs about 2 pounds when wet. Look at this dude. Shorter than the last one and still almost 15 pounds. This dude is a chunk and a half. Look at the belly on this guy. Holy crap. He'll be fine. There he goes. So far, 3 or 4 bites, 2 fish, which isn't great. We've hooked up, we've snagged, we've broken the line. We've just completely lost one due to unhooking. But that last fish was so well hooked that I had to use pliers, and even then I had trouble getting it out because it was just perfectly, the curve of the hook was perfectly sized for his lip, and it was like so tight around that bottom lip. It was amazing. I mean, it worked exactly like it was supposed to, so really cool to see it work that perfectly, I guess. But it's crazy how even in the stand, secondary drag very, very high, you know, to the point that the rods are like lurching forward when we get those bites, because snags, man, snags and different stuff that's going to break us off. And even then, like, we have the method leads, we have the clip-on leads, and we're losing clip-on leads with every fish that we've landed. So I don't know if it's shaking it off or really interesting. But what a beautiful place. And sitting in the shade too, can't beat it. It's making me wonder what I want to do for the future to come better prepared for here next time. But that last one, man, you could see with the first one, very long, slender carp like we are used to seeing here in the States. But that second one, big belly, short. It's crazy. Love seeing the variety in the carp. Just such a cool aspect to the whole carp fishing. So we got one fish on. Oh, this is a little catfish or something. Nice. Just shows the catfish like boilies too. You calm down. This one though, much bigger fish. However, he is stuck underneath some sort of log somehow. I think we got him out. Oh, got the stick too. Fish is still on, that's good. There we go. He is just sitting there with the hook in his mouth. There we go, look at him. Get this stick out of here so no one else snags into it. Long fish, man. Longer than the last one. Taking off, doing a little bit of hoopla. Get in there, Big Daddy. Oh, he says no way. Second wind, the big old forehead. Not the indentation that you're used to seeing on carp. Nice. Well, first little catfish here in Wisco. A little meal for one. I'm just gonna toss him out to the deeper. There you go. Out of the moss. Different story on this dude. Definitely the biggest of the day. My goodness gracious, look how his forehead is just completely round. There is no indentation on it whatsoever. There we go. There's a fish, man. Good size, 12, 14 maybe. Nice slender body, not like that one we caught before with that big fat belly on him. And that head is just round. So cool. Now I know it's hard at home to picture these guys, but I just want you to put your hand out flat and realize that this guy's tail is bigger than my hand, is wide, if not just right on the edges. I mean, what an awesome fish. Those huge fins. And you just wonder how they have all that power. And then when you see these fins and this tail, oh, it just makes so much sense. Just such a strong fish and well built. And you see the meat around their tail, and it's just like, it's just muscle. Just muscle on these guys. I've been out in Milwaukee fishing for I don't know how many days, and to finally get on a spot where I'm just catching them over and over and over, reminding me of home. So much fun. Subtracted 2 pounds, of course, for the bag. It was 16.5, so 14.5 pounds. Not a bad fish. Back in the day, this would have matched my PB, so that is sweet, man. Get him back in the water. All right, now, there we go. He was faking me out. Getting towards the end of the bucket here. I haven't even thrown any bait balls. I mean, this has literally been all from baiting up the rigs to throw out there, so you know it's been a good day if that's the case. And the pop-up boilie, I have been so happy with this thing. We've caught what, 2 or 3 carp on this guy, and a catfish, which is awesome because I got a lot more of these guys than I do fake corn. So plus I'd rather have an edible boilie in the water than some fake corn made out of rubber. I cannot get how people could live in a place like Milwaukee and come out here to fish for bass. You cast 200 times or something, maybe you catch 1 or 2 or something like that. Have a great day of 5 or something like that. A little 2 to, you catch a 6-pound smallmouth, man, what a great day. But it's just been constant. It's been constant out here. Carp after carp after carp. Smallest one we've caught, 4 pounds, up to 14 and a half. And we're just about to have another one right now. I mean, the darn rod's shaking again. I understand. I just don't understand the hatred towards carp fishing. It is like if you could picture a perfect fish for fun to catch over and over again, bigger and bigger and bigger, and just take a photo with and release. That's in the middle of cities and in the countryside. Like, man, I just don't get it. How people can hate them so much. Especially when they're fishing for bass for the same reason, just to have fun, just to catch a fish and let it go. If that's all you're after, you're skewed in the brain. I just don't get it. Yeah, you want to see the fish, don't you, buddy? Anything smelly. Ooh. There comes a point when you're fishing where you start to think, do I really need to film all these fish? It starts with like, let's just catch 1 fish and then I'll at least have a video. But then you get on your like 5th or 6th fish and you're like, okay. Especially when they're just like little guys like this. And you're like, yeah, it was fun and I really appreciate it because I'm better than just sitting there doing nothing. But I don't know if it's worth recording you. Yeah, let's see. Once he feels me behind him, then he goes, guess I'll take off. Oh, man. Oh, no, guys. That is a chunky fish. Oh. It's fighting. It's a common fighter carp. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a pretty one. I like the color on it. Very amber, you know. Well, he got hooked good there. There's so many different little just variations in color. Well, there's a nice size one. It's crazy to catch a fish this big and still think that it's probably our 3rd biggest of the day, you know. But that is a cool fish for sure. Nice, good size. Oh, there he goes. I would put this guy right at 9, 10. Maybe, yeah, I'd say 9. 9's a good bet. Well, everyone, this has been a fun one. Wish we would have got another one, but it just didn't work out. If you enjoyed the video, like button, subscribe. As you all know, we'll be back out here again. If you have any questions about fishing, carp fishing Milwaukee, let me know. And if you do it, we can meet up, try to do some of our own. But until next time, take care. We'll see you next time. And as always, remember, everyone.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more content in the future. Feel free to check out a few of our other videos on the Modern Day Outdoorsman, or check out BZ Hub, our outdoor gaming channel, with new videos every week.